the replay started, shall we? We don't even goddamn edit the thing anyway. Oh, Surrendress, thank you for the resubscription. Also, hello and welcome.
Unlucky number.
Everyone.
Must be why after 3 hours I am still not in stress test for classic sad face.
Oh, I wanted to get on that stress test too, Surrendress. I saw that it was today. And I didn't get an invite, but some like random chick on my Twitter did. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. I hope you get in. Again, it's a stress test, dude. You do understand that if you get in, the servers are going to be ing themselves, so it's okay. Alright. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the one, the only, the Azothan, and we are here with a Lord on the Format Shoutcast. Welcome back after our live cast. We tried to get another live game going, but not enough people were able to join, so if in the future you guys want to hang out, play Lord on the Format, or do anything with me, I will be live around 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and then we'll do stuff on Sundays for fun. But let's go ahead and introduce this map. Lord on the Format is a Warcraft 3 custom map set just before the events of the Third War. It starts out as a 6v6 in the name of good and evil. And as I read off these players and their races, I expect you to be able to guess which team they're on, and if you can't, well, I don't know why you're here. Lieutenant Storm with the Dragon Maw clan. His hero is Necrosh Skullcrusher. There's a big hint for what team he's on. In the dark green chunks, we have our Tyrion controlling the forces of Lordaeron. Oh, I kind of went the wrong way there. Doxiev is the Silver Hand. He has control of both Uther Lightbringer out in northern Lordaeron and some of the Draenei that are located in Outland. His job is to keep these Draenei alive as long as he can so that he can gain benefits from controlling Tempest Keep. Let's go ahead and hop up. He's a really good healing race with some decent tanks. Not a lot of range damage, but surprisingly enough, he's able to build those dwarven machines. It's so weird that they did that. Anyway, Kel'Thuzad, light blue. We have Sup controlling the forces of Grey, the Calls of the Damned. His job is going to be the opposite of light blues, which is while light blue is holding against evil, he is holding against good. Sup wants to hold on to this undead bastion as long as he can, getting money from controlling the sacrificial pit, and then once he's kicked enough ass, he can probably feel free to leave the game, or since he's pretty close to Northrend, he can have the undead launch the plague and have his ally arrive pretty quickly. Next up, we have the Ranger Corps in the light yellow trunks. His job is going to be north and south harassment and keeping Sylvanas alive so that the undead do not get another race added to them. Max Stoke is in the green trunks, and he's the Shadow Council. His job is going to be early game creeping. Really good caster, elite unit slash support caster race. It's so fun to just have a group of warlocks, a group of necrolytes, upgrade your main elites, and then just go crazy, teleporting around the map and being super frustrating to everyone. It's really good time. Next up, we have Kim Jun 123, and he's in the orange trunks controlling the Dark Horde. Ren Blackhand's almost dead already? How did you manage that, you dingleberry? Alright, well, must have been against creeps. Killing off... Actually, yeah, they're going to get all the creeps. Again, I don't know if Light Blue managed to get his... like, named unit out? No, it's not looking like it. In fact... heavy use of Kurenai scouts, but he doesn't have them out scouting, putting down wards, and that's a little bit silly. Anyway, next up, Kim Jun is the tank of the evil team in Outland, by the way. That's something I didn't say. Terran is Metathil, we controlling the dwarves. Alright, he's a very good player, veteran of many maps. He knows how to utilize his heroes and his units to maximum effect. We should watch out for him as like a game changer later on. Yusuf, another game changer. Controlling the forces of Dalaran right now. He's going to be creeping Silverpine Forest and then helping his allies take out the undead, after which he will teleport down south to try to help the dwarves if there's anything left for him to do after they've handled the threat up north. Daggett, 12, sitting surprisingly immobile, still keeping Mal'Ganis here in Northern, even though he could teleport Mal'Ganis to hang out with his buddies over here. But he is, however, pushing the main issue here against Light Blue. I would have expected more support from his allies, but I mean, they're here. Shadow Council is just going to take the Apex's crystals, get access to his ogres, and then Shattered Hand is going to just sit there doing nothing. Okay, anyway. Captain Crunch, 94. Lost, doesn't have any heroes. Doesn't seem to know what he's doing. Ah, shite. This is the part where I like look at his stuff and realize Blue doesn't know how to get heroes. I think Blue is super new. You have to go to the Frozen Throne, select which of 2 heroes you want to start with, and then creep into everything from there. It's just so weird that he hasn't gotten a hero yet. Maybe he doesn't understand he has one, but he understands well enough to know about creeping. That's the confusing part. Anyway. De Baron, well, He's just the High Elves, and he's going to be helping against the Undead here eventually. Now let's go ahead and watch the big fights. It's going to be the Draenei starting off here. Let's see if they have any upgrades. 1-1, so he's been focusing more on his upgrades than I thought, and is smartly clustered around this Mana Forge Crystal so that he can activate. Its effect is laying down the traps, the Sigils of Rats from the Kurenai Scouts, but I mean, he should have been laying those out all the way back to the base and then utilized this to regenerate some mana, but no, he's really kind of locked himself in with his retreat strategy, you know what I mean? He has a retreat strategy with no room for retreat, is basically what I'm saying. This shit's gonna hurt, especially if he keeps... There we go. That round of siege damage hurt him so much he panic used this Mana Charge Crystal before he needed to. Now, let's see if he makes use of Maru's spells. No, not as well as he could. At least yet, Grandmaster Vorpal's been casting all his stuff and activates his Karabun, his staff, which grants a globe of invulnerability. We're good. Zerotos says, Azothan, just hit me up if you want a game, though. By the way, Foxseed equals Dax of... Oh, that's awesome. That's Foxseed, but there's no S in the other... Wait. Oh, shit, you're right. There's no... Damn. That's just backwards like my name, and I didn't even realize it. What an ass am I. I'm like, people are so dumb for not realizing Toza is Azothan backwards, and then I see Dykes off. And I'm like, well, there's nothing more behind that story. Surely I've figured out the full character arc you were going for, and I've captured all the information. 100%. I get all the subtext. Biatch. He needs to move now. Use the other Mana Forge Crystal. Hide in that. Otherwise, Foxy is going to get wrecked. He's getting wrecked. There's no two ways about it. I mean, he's doing an okay job. And Grandmaster no, not Vorpal. That's Terran Gorfine. Activating his healing aura. Not even an aura, actually. An activatable cone of healing around him. And it's very good. And basically, if you don't use it smartly, you're fucked. Still, though, Foxseed is exacting a difficult toll from his enemies. A lot of damage has been done. I'd love to take out the Infernals if I was him. You know what I mean? Do some real permanent damage. Because an Infernal's like 50 gold gone. It's so frustrating as a teal to be like, motherfucker, I wanted to build other stuff with that. I was halfway to an upgrade. Now I got to replace 2 Infernals. You suck dick. That's how that feels. Also, they took away Maru before... Did Light Blue get out? I feel like Light Blue did manage to escape, and now he's going to be able to focus up north. Also, the music is way too loud, I'm starting to realize. So he turns it up. Is that better? I can't even tell anymore. 2 times speed because oh, I would not want to push it against sub. Any upgrades besides his casters? I'm hoping to see caster upgrades. He does have necromancers at level 2. Damned mages are at level 0. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Dalaran exiles? No, he's pumping out flesh golems. This bitch is like, I'm killing your units and I'm raising them back as skeletons. So many skeletons, all the fucking skeletons. Now, down south, Dragonmaw are still battling against the dwarves right now. And actually, I give this advantage to the dwarves if they manage to keep Farstrider Lodge available, and Durber activates his ability to get air units that could lock down these dragons, really make a difference. But right now, this is a surprisingly even fight. I mean, really even. The only thing that might give Brown the advantage is raising up skeleton warriors from the dead bodies, but as long as the mortar teams keep focusing on the back line and killing off the casters, we should be fine here. Even with the dragons essentially whooping ass in the air. They did. They won the air. But he's got the Skybreaker. It would take all 5 of those drakes and an army on the ground to take out the Skybreaker right now. That thing is truly an air superiority. You want to fucking fight the Skybreaker? Do it! That's right, you're going to chase down Faustad because you're scared. Can't handle the real one, boy. Yellow did win this fight, but like I said, an extraordinarily even one. And Brown retreating before he loses everything. He will at least be able to heal up his units and join in the fight later on with his allies. Let's go ahead and check up north, where the fight is underway. Looks like Dalaran's going to be leading the charge today, with Dalaran constructs, a number of knights in the fights. And Dark Green, Lordaeron. Alright. I mean, look. He's gonna get his ass kicked if he leaves Arthas on the front line there. That just sucks, because the problem is I would have had the High Elves attack from the north. Sorry, I would have had the Ranger Corps attack from the north and the High Elves attack with the rest of the army, because they also have Dispels. The elite units that the High Elves have access to have Dispels on a pretty decent cooldown. Now let's see. There's the double-edged push. I love the dispels going down from purple, making sure to take out any summoned units that might be in the way, remove the blight, remove that healing bonus that they get, and really just push the issue, because right now, yeah, Grey'd have to back... See, if I was Grey right now, and I already know Sup's going to lose, just want to be clear, this push is really well coordinated, and they've got this shit on lockdown. So, what Sup could do right now, I would say built a few more towers. Let's go ahead and check his income right now. Yeah, he's got 500 gold. He should either have been upgrading his other casters and laying down cauldrons of the damned in the back that keep sending undead to the front, but right now his necromancers don't have anything to raise, and he doesn't have anything else that summons undead units for free. Like, you need those zombies, you need the Dalaran exiles, skeleton archers. You need that to take out the units so that your necromancers legit have something to kill, because right now you're having an issue taking down one or two of your opponents while they're just wiping swaths of your army. And Kel'Thuzad does have the escape mechanic built in if he wants to use that item. Oh shit, Lortham Artheron, no, don't die! Oh, what a useless death. And that's the thing, I mean, Hyles was all on his own. He didn't even have anyone blocking him in. He just sat there and let it happen. Okay, that's cool. Now, let's go ahead and go the use of... and see what they see, right? Because right now, as far as North Alliance knows, they're taking this fight. Down south, sure, there's a little bit of brown. But for the most part, my ally is in control. He's got more control points. I can see more area. I don't see any armies incoming. But what they can't see is probably already came out of the... What? No? Are they still in Outland? Hold on. Max Stoke, you're still in Outland. How long is it taking them to leave? Maybe Max Stoke didn't know that he has to use Terran Gorfine to open the portal. I'm sure one of his allies will say, hey, bring him over here, activate the event. And that's one of the things, is it's listed in your starting events exactly what you need to do regarding that, but it's so overwhelming. There's like 8 things you need to do for each race. And then when you don't, you're fucked. Or someone calls you an idiot or a noob, and suddenly this game isn't fun anymore. It's mean. It's mean. So the North Alliance has won. They're destroying the undead. Yeah, like, they're not joking. Or Sup is probably complimenting Captain Crunch? Or no? Because Captain Crunch just got a Nubarak. And he's just exploring down south. He's still going to have to take over, kill Elder Nadox, add these Nerubians to his army. I'm not sure what Grey is talking about. He must have been complimenting his enemies. Yeah, look at this. Oh! Sapphiron hasn't even been killed yet. That's gonna hurt the old Jennies. The old bait and tackle without the bait. Do you think the music's too soft? Is that it? I'm gonna turn the music up this round and let people see if they really like what they think they like, right? Because maybe they do. Maybe I'm wrong. Also, holy crap. This is going to be a long... This is a minimum 2-hour game, looking at the amount of game we're in and amount we have to go. Right here, this is... Let's do it, babies. Let's see what this is. Let's see what's happening. I'm going to have to cover up. I should really be better about that. Anyway. This is really dumb. This is a dumb blue because he's not... There you go. Move in. He killed off Elder Nadox. Now he can leave with the control of Ajol Narub. Alright, Dabarin got Drakon Threer from the wrong research center, so he's actually located on an island and needs to... No, he's okay. He's going to be able to make it. Next big fights are going to be at Dun Algaz Station for the Dwarves. Let's see if he still has control of the cannon. He does! He's in a great spot right now. Terranus Menethil with 3 upgrades into his defensive and 1 into his ranged. Alright. My boys. Better be careful you don't do more damage to your army with your own demolishers there than you actually get from the creep gold. Trogs have an embarrassingly low yield. It's going to take a minute. I didn't expect it to take this long for the next aspects to get in order. Because it's going to be an attack on Dun Algaz, and then it's going to be the undead hitting Lordaeron with their forces, trying to take over Lordaeron capital. It plays out like that every time. A lot of them, like, it would be interesting if instead of doing that, one of these days I actually saw a blue and gray combo go for Stratholme right off the bat. Like, that would throw me off fuck hardcore, you know what I mean? Like, can you imagine if they launched the Plague and then blue just landed right in here, took out Stratholme, suddenly gray's got a base, gray teleports in, I got 2 enemy forces to deal with in a really small spot. No, it'd be over. Like, I don't think you could defend against that. A well-planned one. Like a blue who knows, I'm going to drop my siege right here. It has access to the capital from the landing. Everything else is in front. Like, you planned it out. Boom, boom, boom. It's over. You couldn't... And no one does it. That's the thing, is we're definitely going to see gray. Like, look at this. Dark green already is confident enough he knows where blue's going to try to be. It's like, I'm going to build a base right here because fuck you sideways. And yellow takes out the Dragon Maw port without losing his hero Felstad Wildhammer. Oh, but there's dragons in the air now. We're going to have a little bit of a dogfight. I'm just kidding. It's not a dogfight because yellow's just going to retreat. He's going to let the dragons chase him off. He doesn't care. I mean, obviously, Brown would love to kill that Griffin Rider. And unfortunately, it'd be really cool if dragons had higher move speed, right? But no. He's moving inland. I don't know if he's trying to catch the enemy or just defend his own stuff. And either way, it's fine. But purple has teleported down south. The undead being out of the picture has given him the wherewithal to justify doing this. Screw you, Northrend. I'm going to go down south with all my hot Kirin Tor buddies. And then we're going to whoop that ass. Even dark greens down here, they don't respect the undead at all. This actually is a sign that nobody likes the undead. If the High Elves are down here too, it's like, good game. No, the High Elves are up north. They're going to hang out in Quel'Thalas to either be able to run straight to the well if something tries to attack it. And he has units patrolling, by the way. Derber's no derp. He's actually made some more battleships, and he has things patrolling. So, good on him. It is weird, because if Capital gets attacked, what he'll have to do is build... actually, he can do that. Shit! Why didn't I ever think of parking my units in Quel'Thalas and then just getting the upgrade when Lordaeron gets attacked? He's got this thing that makes a teleport between his main base and the Dark Green's to green base. Why would I not sit there? I've actually gotten flanked. Oh, this is where I learn a thing that I did not think of, like a dum-dum. And there's fights going on down south that I'm missing. Dark Green actually gets caught out by Brown right now. Heavily caught out by Brown. Look at this retreat pattern Dark Green's on through Brown's army. Yeah, dwarves are retreating because, yeah, suddenly there's Legion and Shadow Council and everyone else here. The upgrades favor defensive actions by OJ and offensive / summoning actions by our other 2 players here, the Legion and the Shadow Council. Sylvanas, oh no, went down. Derber, please tell me. Fuck. He lost Sylvanas, but I don't know if it must have been to a northern force or something, because he's lost control of his units right now. And he's about to... He's one step closer to the edge, and he's about to break. Did he just lose both heroes? What the fuck's going on here, Derber? Did people disable pathways so that you can't turn into the Forsaken? Is that what I just saw happen? It's confusing, but it's totally possible. Oh, there it is, Derber. Alright, Derber's getting switched over to the undead team. What a dum-dum. Sylvanas, Windrunner, and Nathanos Blightweaver. They've joined the undead. This would be a really good time for the undead to launch their campaign, because down south just lost a whole ally. And up north, enemy team gained a whole ally. Shit is lopsided now. It's 7v6, or 7v5. Evil favored. Waited for 3 on the undead, which, you know, if something... Did they already do... No, they have not done the Civil War yet, so this is that's a team of 7. Let's see if the undead actually make an issue. Although, Pink seems to be like wandering out kind of overly aggressively. Derber, you have 1,200 gold. I feel he's very new. He must be very new. This is an interesting retreat strategy right now for our yellow player and purple. They are trying to kind of lure Shadow Council and Dark Horde into having to deal with this base and their army at the same time. And it's sort of working. Not the way I think they expected. And here comes the evil team streaming across the field. Swamp of Sorrows filled up with Legion units. The Dragon Maw clan, Shadow Council, and Dark Horde are going to crush Menethil Harbor. Pink's evil forces now blot out the sun. And never mind, Silverhand is running up north to kick the crap out of the Forsaken, and let's see which one of them is spending their money better. Just barely it's Foxseed. Just the barely. Pink might start to reproduce with some of his money. He's finally upgrading Banshees. Alright, so he can be able to possess, you know, whatever. There goes Menethil Harbor. That's out. Alright, now it's just... Sorry, I just punched the crap out of the microphone. That's what I get for getting the sleepies out of my eyes. The Dwarven Siege Cannon. Yikes! Letting him get this up to 3 upgrades out of 6, even if it's a very slow attack speed, it's just so damaging. All that Yellow really has to do is maintain air superiority and keep them out of siege range of his cannon and he wins. Like, he should focus entirely on air superiority right now. I'd go with gyrocopters even. Gyrocopters and footmen. That's all I'd be making. Let's see what money Tyrannus Menethil has. 381? He's got enough to defend more than he is. Doober, how you doing there, buddy? You know, okay, just a regular old goober. The Davis says, hey, what's up? May you say sopa de macaco. I feel like I just got tricked into saying something wrong. Macaco? I don't know. I should go ahead and edit that shit in one way or the other, right? And they're all going to sit here and heal up at this portal. No, alright. Dark Horde has not gone for Magtheridon yet, which means he can't corrupt the Wells of Health, which means anything I was about to say is completely pointless. Alright. Weirdly enough, Evil Team is running away now. I like this. The Yellow's smart enough to focus on that catapult. Look, he wants it. Yeah, Tyrannus is like, I want that catapult. I want all the catapults, baby. I know that's where a lot of your damage really comes from. Shut up. Alright, let's check on the undead. They're really not going to teleport in or help their ally. I mean, at least Gray has raised Noxoramus from the icy depths of Northrend. Still Blue has not killed off Sapphiron. This Blue is super new and has no idea what's going on with his life. He's got a Nubarak. He's got no boats or really anything. He has the ability to produce them and the capacity to use them. He's just choosing not to. Let's see, Pink is getting his butthole pushed in. There was this thing he had. It was called a sphincter, right? And then all of a sudden his allies didn't show up and that thing got wider than a discount dollar store slider. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those big burgers that it shouldn't be $1. It's gotta be people meat. But that's cool. You keep eating it because Soylent Green's whatever, right? You're not judgmental. Oh. How did Davis get kicked? What? It's definitely not an Alliance stomp because Legion's coming up from down south and I feel like they're going to kick the crap out of everyone in their way because the Alliance just seems a little bit derpy. After the Dragmaw clan destroyed Menethil Harbor, they get a base there as well to help them with their offensive attempts. Really? Damn, Derber. This is not your day, is it, buddy? Ah, shit. Sylvanas Windrunner's hiding. He teleports in, and he's going to try to run away because fuck you. Come on, Sylvanas, I believe in you. There were flying machines here that he could have used. He just didn't. It's really weird. He's teleporting out. Ah, is he gonna make? He's gonna make it. I knew that. But where to? Down south? Really? Okay, with the Dragon Maw and the rest of them. So they're still allied. So it's still 7v5, but somehow the 5 are winning. This is bad news. This means there's a lot of newbies on the other team. That's cool. Shit happens. Oh, I love to see that mortar team upgrade. Yes, disperse those shells amongst those. Yes, yes, take out the casters in one big artillery barrage. He backs up a little bit too quickly for my case, but I see he sees Shadow Council coming in. He's got to back it up. He wants to be safe. I respect it, if not share the sentiment. Skybreaker air superiority unit needs to be careful because if Brown shows up, he's going to be able to net that thing. It's not going to feel good. Anubarak's still sitting here doing nothing. More than enough money for a Scroll of teleportation, but he's not gonna help his ally because he's just fucking weird like that. Kel'Thuzad, I still have no idea where he's put Naxxramas. Oh, it's sitting here. It is. He's not even floating to help his ally. He didn't even pick up the monster fragment. Holy cockwaffles! The undead team is so new. This is unfair in a way. It's good that they got the Forsaken added to them. It's just really kind of unbelievable that it happened because they needed it. They need it bad. Oh, chat thingy isn't showing the chat? Well, then that thing's going bye-bye. There we go. Let's get that thing out of the way. Alright, come on, Dwarves. You really think you're going to take it? Really? Really? Do you think so? Let's see what everyone else is up to. Alright, Sylvanas is starting to build some more units, or I think. Denagaz Station still has complete use of his heavy ordnance. There's 2 players, even 3 players might not be able to break that. If Yellow's being smart, let's go ahead and check if Yellow's being smart, and I'll explain to you why he's is or is not. Sweet! He's got the town hall going here. The upsetting thing is, he actually, never mind, he has the town hall going up here in Silverpine Forest as well, and I don't know if he managed to sneak one in. No, that's the 3rd gold mine, and it's not available, but that's, if you guys can mine from these gold mines, super, super helpful to your overall strategy. No, you daddy. Dumb. What? Well, I guess we'll have to just let it be shown without the frame, shall we? Because it's not that important. People are talking about how they can or cannot see the chat during the stream if you're watching this on YouTube. That's an explanation for you. Now, where the hell is Purple, right? Yusuf, he's got to have some... Oh, never mind. He's creeping around. He's taking extra bases. He's doing his thing now. He's leaving his allies alone because he knows he can teleport back at any time. So right now, it's all about creeping. One of his guys hit the switch before they managed to kill off the control point. I would aim the control point just for a moment. So just that, but again, that's just me. I feel like this is the final boss this thing spits out. Yeah, 81 gold. Oh my god, he just got hundreds of gold for that. I guess it's more worthwhile than I thought or shit talked about it so very often. Really, guys, never mind. Focus on that thing. It makes the fuck tons of money. And are the undead never going to do anything? Any of them? No, he's still just got Kel'Thuzad, still just saving up stupid amounts of lumber and money, sitting in Northrend, not caring for 2 upgrades from Blue. I guess he's hoping to get 6 upgrades, hoping that maybe the Legion will keep the Alliance busy and keep them, you know, making units and losing units. But right now, no, it's just an upgrade fest for everyone because nobody's actually fighting. We're going to see really high upgrades, especially for the 30-minute mark. Tyrannus Methil, the dwarves, one of the people who are supposed to be under the most pressure. He's got 2-5 upgrades, attack defense, and that's melee. I need to see what the hell his range looks like. 4-5, yep, of course, he's almost maxed. Just a few more rounds of non-activity and he's going to be in the money. See, if it was me, I'd feel like I had to push, start a fight, do something. I don't know. I feel like it keeps it active, but sometimes people just want to be super passive about this. Careful. If those orcs focus. Nope, that didn't work out that way. Lord Oathmar. Artarian. Now under assault. Really? He let himself get surrounded by these fellow grunts. I think that's what happened. Yusuf asking the smart questions. What the hell is even Scourge doing? I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. It's not important. It's not important. Don't worry about it, Daddy. Everyone chat. Throw as many weird red herrings into chat as you can right now, guys. I want to see all of them pop up on screen so they're confusing, but nobody in the recording will get it. So I'll just be reacting to things they can't see, which is mindfuckery at its best. Let's be honest. I don't want to be just looking at Dark Green's things. Jesus, I want to look down south. Okay, I was hoping that hitting the spacebar often enough would send me to a ping that involved an ally, but no. Speaking up even to ×3 right now. This is going to be a very iffy part. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm about to fall asleep. Herrings. I know you're not American, Yusuf. You'll Egyptian, which is impressive that you actually got it even that close. That's one of the correct, perhaps, spellings. Unless you're making a fact about me being ginger, in which case that's a whole nother bag of potentially awesome I didn't get. Can you guys do something? I don't know. Like, nah. Everyone's just gonna fucking wait. The Alliance is getting paranoid because it means that the enemy is coordinating their attack instead of pressing the attack. And while pressing the attack is scary if they happen to do it at the right times, coordinating the attack is the second best thing. Don't push in when your undead ally or whatever you're using doesn't have an advantage of some kind. Okay, Yusuf got really weird, chose to fly to the Nexus. And I don't know if he's... I don't know how this is going to go. Okay, so I need to describe what's happening. Yusuf teleported to the Nexus right now with the main bulk of his army. He can kill off the blue dragons, take control, and maybe turn into the blue dragon flight. Blue seems to have noticed this at the exact same time, but Yusuf already has a ton of guard towers, which have decent defense, and he's got a lot of these arcane shield generators down. I don't know who wins this. This is a really, really shit situation for both of these players to be in. But mostly the blue dragons are attacking Yusuf, so he's at the disadvantage because they do so much chaos damage. I mean, look at Malagos. He's doing 100 and fuck. 100 and fuck. Yusuf really wants to take out Malagos. That's got to be his main priority, because then maybe he can switch over, and it doesn't matter this entire caster army is getting its butt pushed in. Who's teleporting up north as well? Someone's coming to help. It's light blue. What? The silver hand. I thought this was going to be the death of Yusuf and Dalaran in general, but no. Instead, light blue has teleported up north to try to help at the Nexus. Come on. Somebody kill Malagos. It should be purple. Yes, Exen, this is Warcraft 3 on a massive scale. I wanted to get back into the game for Dota, but this looks more fun. Dude, this is brutal amounts of fun when you really understand what's going on and what's at stake and what's on the field and how that all interacts. Like, for example, I'm going to go ahead and say right now, I know for a fact that Blue has more melee and defense upgrades than any of the people that he's fighting right now. He's been sitting in his base the whole game. Light Blue might be close, but yeah, Light Blue is actually as good of a tank as Blue right now. And with the arrival of his knights on the main field, he's in such a good position. The steam tanks need to be trying to target down the crypt fiends in the back. Siege damage is going to be really useful on the bulk units, but with the combination of Dalaran mages, they're healers, they're summoners, and Blue can still do damage, but he's gonna lose this fight overall. Although, Light Blue doesn't seem to have any heroes up here, which is confusing. He does, he just put them in a fucking boat and isn't using them. What? He's hiding his best units in a boat in a very close fight. What the 7 kinds of shit? Oh, and Anubrak arrives to the field. Mostly damaged, but still going to soak up some of that experience. Wow, that's so weird that Light Blue put his best units in a boat, didn't contribute to the main fight, and then just kind of bailed? What? Alright, well, let's go ahead and check out the undead in the meantime. After the plague was launched, and by the way, the plague's been launched, Teal, the Burning Legion, gets to make his own little mini undead horde that spawns in eastern Lordaeron and gets to work its way over to Stratholme to begin the undeady invasion of Stratholme. Now, that's happening right now, so that means the plague has been launched, and Sup has lost Noth. The High Elves were right on top of that spawning in Skolamance, and they killed off Noth really quickly. Let's see what Captain Cruz is doing with this information. Nothing! He's busy killing the Alliance in Northrend. What a weird fucking awful time to launch the plague, you dingleberries. I don't understand the thought process behind this. It's like he launched the plague because he found the button. He was like, oh, that button does a thing? Oh my god, let's try the button. Is that OJ deep in yellow territory? It is. Alright, so this is kind of a cool move by the Dark Horde. And we're going to go ahead and call it here after I explain it. But the Dark Horde is pressing deep into Ironforge. And this is going to put Tyrannus Menethil having to decide whether or not he's going to try to hold or he retreats. Because truthfully, he can't... Orange alone can't take Ironforge. He'll get wrecked by the towers, he'll get wrecked by everything. But he can't take all the surrounding area, he can take the control points, and he can push Yellow into a really crap position where if Yellow does get overwhelmed here, he's not going to have a retreat. He's going to be able to throw some units in the Skybreaker and get out, unless he's equipped himself with, to be fair, a Scroll of Town Portal. He can get out. But does he want to give up the control points and the control and the unit producing structures, the infrastructure, to allow it to happen? Let's see what he chooses. next time on Warcraft 3. But literally, check it out tomorrow. We'll have part 2 of the Shoutcast. Thank you for joining me. If you want to check it out live, make sure to go to my Twitch. It's in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you guys do, and bye.